Welcome to High Vibrational Events Presents. It is Saturday Night Live, psychic readings. We are doing full moon psychic readings and energy clearing. Sorry, I had to get my tea. We're doing full moon, April, full moon in Libra, psychic readings and energy clearings. Megan wants to get down. Okay, boo. All right, sweetie. Thank you. Gives me a little more room. All right, let me make sure that we're all connected here. That you can see me on Facebook and YouTube because that's important. Hi, where are you? Let me know if you're on Facebook or YouTube, please, and say hello. Okay, it looks like I'm live on YouTube, and let me see Facebook. It says I'm going live, but am I live? I am live. Oh my god! Cool. Alrighty, so let me see um, the stuff I've written and full moon experience. Okay. Putting this in the comments. Hi, Karen. How are you? Great to see you. All right, let's take a look. Description. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I should probably put those up there so you see what there is that I'm offering. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Oh, actually, that's not true. I'm certainly not going to lose control. So it's funny because I might be singing an old song and then I suddenly realized the lyrics. I'm like, oh, that doesn't resonate anymore. Okay, but I have to. Trixie, what's going on? All right, maybe it's not Trixie. Okay, something went wrong there. Let's leave that alone. And I will. I guess that would be fine. No, you need the rest of it, don't you? Yes, I do. Uh, that's not right now. Sorry, I'm still trying to find myself. I don't think I'm here. I don't think I'm live. Hang on a minute. Trixie, stop pushing me, please. Oh, no, it says the video is live now. Okay. All right, so there we go. Sorry, I'm still trying to find myself. I don't think I. Wait. All right, we'll just do this. Shh. There we go. That's good. Ah, goodness gracious. So, here we are. All right, let me go ahead and share this out to a few groups. And if you guys are here and you would be so kind as to share it out, that would be wonderful. In the meantime, I'll do a few minutes of sharing, share and share alike. All right. I know I was live earlier. Oh, that's so cool. I knew you'd like that. Aiden likes the thumbnail that I posted earlier with the birthday surprise, which was great because we were talking about thumbnails, and his thumbnails look amazing. And he was telling me that, and I recognize it because I did a lot of years of studying about on YouTube about what kind of things to do to make thumbnails and YouTube videos, whatever, all of that stuff. Anyway, so I've done the surprise face in the past, but it has been a very long time. And so Aiden had asked me if I was willing to, like, you know, because people often want to see what the surprise is. Well, today I was doing an unboxing. I said, as long as it's authentic. So today I was doing an unboxing. It was absolutely a surprise. I'm like, fortunately, I took a lot of those pictures over the years. I just was able to connect them to Canva today. So I'll be able to actually look through. I can probably, like, anyway, not that I want to go back 3 years to get a profile picture for today. I don't, but anyway. Hey, yeah, you're there. You are. He goes, I'm on here. On the way back home now, 3 more hours. But you looks like I had a really great time. Your uncles, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. The surprise face. But literally, that's an old picture. I used to take whenever I would put makeup on and stuff, and I felt pretty. I felt like I was camera ready, and so um I would do a little photo shoot with myself. Just headshots, really, because I would use this camera. But I would do different expressions so that I could use them for thumbnails. But I do really like when the like the shirt that I'm wearing in the thumbnail matches the shirt that I'm wearing in the video. That actually goes back to like 7 years ago when it was a little more complicated, I guess, to get your thumbnail. Now, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. A lot of people didn't do it. And I'm one of those people. I'm just saying. But I did it as often as I could, but I didn't do it like you do it, which is so fast. I don't even know if that was available 7 years ago. I would take pictures of myself before or after, no, usually before I shot the video. And then later, when I made the thumbnail before I posted the video, I had the same shirt on. And then I could just pick a face. So that pretty much gave the same effect, but took longer. That is cool. Yes, shirt coordination is so fun. Yeah, and you really take that to a new level with the background and everything. Oh my God, Kimmy's here. She's sharing. We're safe. Thank you, Kimmy. Oh my God, thank you. It's really important. She's like, I've got a job and I'm really good at it. And she is. I literally shared it to like 2 groups. Anyway. I'll be right back. Yeah, the backgrounds with the shirt, with the thumbnail, amazing, really good stuff. Aiden says, "Hi, Kimmy." Kimmy. I'm gonna tell this. Can I tell the story, Meagan and Paul? Can I tell the story? He's listening. It's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I have Aiden. Meagan says it's okay. I can tell the story. Pa's is looking at me like, "What story, mommy?" Look at that little face. He's like, "What story?" Okay, so today, because I just took his toys, today I'll give him right back. Today's Bark Box Day. The Bark Box shows up, and look at this. Look at this. That thing is Squeaker's Palace. I mean, come on. I love these things. Oh my God. Fetch a million. Oh my God. What is that called? What does it say up there? Bark, bark, Bargaggio. Bargaggio. Oh my God. So cute. Little slot machine. Okay. So this is what we do. So on Bark Box Day, one more here. You're going to want this one back. I'm still working with it. He's so cute, though. I never get to see them when they're still intact. No squeaker in there. Not anymore. But he's still intact. Amazing. Here we go. I guess because they had a. It's beautiful. I'm going to give the other one back, too. I just want to play with it for a minute. Okay. It says, I am so proud of myself because today I found someone brand new on YouTube that I've never met to join me for an episode of Aiden and the Expert next week. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm telling you, you've got it. You've got it. That's what my mother used to say. You've got it. I'm so happy for you. you just keep proving me right at one after the other that like it can be done. You just, without any limiting beliefs. Yeah, it's just easy. You know what I mean? I ask and you shall and ask and I shall receive. That's really what it is. And I'm not really trying to quote the Bible, but I'm just saying that is a true premise. Abraham Hicks, they have a book, Ask and It Is Given, because that is how it is with the universe. But when we block it, when we get in our own way and we prevent everything that we've manifested from coming into our reality, that means we're usually older and we've been through some shit because you're doing a great job. Although I don't know that everybody your age can do that either. I'm just saying, you're special. You're special. All right. So Megan, right? All right. So we get the bark box, right? And I open it because I give the cats the box. Otherwise, the dogs would tear it open. They love doing that, but the cats get a toy too. They get the box. So Paws is always first, and he's very enthusiastic, and he stands right up on the table. And I'll be like, "All right," I open the box, and he'll reach in and grab the first toy that he wants. We have 3 toys in that box, and 2 packages of treats, and 1 bone, and one's not a bone, a chewy stick. Anyway, they share all of it. So Paws always gets first pick. And today, and so then there's 2 more, right? So then Megan gets up, looks in the box, and decides which one she wants. And then she goes, but while she's in the box, she's taking her time. And then Paws comes up and he's like, wait a minute, what's in there? What's in there? So he's left the other toy behind now. And he's like, wait, what's there? Which they both look really good. And in the time that he's just taking to decide whether he wants to pick the second toy, Megan goes and takes the first toy, which is now laying on the carpet. And she happily walks in the other room and chews the squeaker out. This is the one she wanted all along. I never actually watched the whole process before. She's so smart. She knew. Just ignore what I just said, Pause. She gave me permission. She knew that he was listening. Pause, you're such a good boy. He's looking at me like, oh, I didn't realize I did that. Yeah, you can be a little greedy sometimes, Bubby, but you're the best boy ever. You deserve all good things, buddy. You sure do. They both do. But isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I just think that's adorable. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, hello, hello. My goodness. All right. As we are all gathering, as we gather around, confirmed. Thank you, Anne Marie, for the friend request. Excellent. All right, perfect. So, what is everybody up to today? Is anybody doing anything interesting for tomorrow, for Easter or Passover? I don't really celebrate the holidays. You know why? It's not that I don't like the holiday. Well, I mean, I used to have issues with some of them, but it's just another day. That's really what happened because I don't. Well, is there a because? I suppose if I see my dogs and we're just happy every day. It is nice to have something to look forward to, though. And Kimmy says, not me. Oh, okay. You're not next week's expert. Okay. I think it's a great idea. I really do. Would love to have you have some astrologers on. I was watching this girl just now. Young girl, not young. This everything is relative. You know what I mean? They're all young to me nowadays. Oh my God, I'm talking like the oldest person on the planet. Anyway, a young woman I think she calls herself Wonder Girl Astrology. And she was doing a very good job. She has 64,000 subscribers. I'm going to subscribe to her right now. The intersection of astrology, spirituality, and daily life. I'm a self-taught astrologer who's been studying the stars. Interesting. So yeah, I don't really know anything about her, but not doing anything for Easter. Yeah, we're not either. We'll probably be here with you. I'm just saying. Kimmy, you want to go live tomorrow? I mean, unless you went through, you just said you're not doing anything. Anyway, if you're not doing anything and you want to go live with me tomorrow, we could totally do that. Yeah. If you want to. I know Aiden is at Easter dinner. I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back. I just want to boil the water. You know what? No, I want to check on my potatoes because I thought I know I didn't put them in. I didn't make the soup yet, but I did. I'm baking some potatoes so that afterwards I have a potato to eat. I thought I have to set myself up so that when I'm done with a live stream, I have food to eat that I don't have to suddenly start cooking because I'm usually very hungry. Like this afternoon, fortunately, I can make really quick ramen with organic stuff like organic noodles and seaweed and a little bit of fried tofu. Oh my god, that was so insanely good. And then I put some the better than bouillon, which is non-GMO, and I made that. And suddenly, I don't crave salt. I'm not saying I don't like salty food sometimes, but for me to add salt to something I'm making, it's very unusual. And I not only added salt, but I added a lot of salt for me. So I was really, and then the bouillon is salty too. And I knew it. So I'm like, spirit, I realized this is something. And they're talking about the cellular structure that it was a craving, and the infusion of sodium, of pink salt that I used, was beneficial for my body at that time. And so that's why I was craving salt. And then I remembered something. As a little girl, I had a best friend. Okay. Well, at the time, she was a best friend. Um, we were friends for 40 years, and friendship, when I think back, wasn't really the word I would use now. But anyway, when we were little, we were friends and best friends, like soul friends, which I still realize that we were, although in this life we're done. But but on a soul level, I realize we're still connected. And but as children, oh my god, I just adored her. And we would eat salt. Is what my point was. We would literally go under the. We would steal the salt shaker, not steal it, take the salt shaker from the kitchen table, and then we'd go hide under the dining room table where my mom and nobody could see us, or her mom if she was there, whatever. And we would hide it. We would eat like we would pour salt, and then lick it out of the palms of our hands. We would eat salt. Why? Why did we eat salt? We didn't eat sugar. We ate salt. We ate salt. And then today I craved salt. And I even licked some off my hand because I was craving it, which is really unusual. So it was definitely, really? Spirit said it's a dimensional shift thing. Dimensional shifting. Aiden says, today my aunt gifted me a rabbit's foot, a real one. Oh dear. I was so scared of it. I don't want a limb of a deceased animal in my possession. Oh, what a gift. Yeah, well, I'm sure you said thank you. Yeah, no, I can understand you not wanting that. Oh, good God, I can't believe she gave you that. Well, I shouldn't say that because obviously that used to be a really good thing. That was a thing. People did that. Um, Maybe you can donate it or something. I don't know. That would freak me out. Listen, I grew up with my father and I adore he's gone, he's in spirit, but my father's the best guy ever. But he was a furrier. He made and sold fur coats. His father was a furrier. And I think even the great grandfather might have sold pelts or something. I don't know. They didn't. They actually made and sold the coats. So they weren't trappers or anything. But still, at that time, that was a luxury item, and it was very very chic. And back in the it's eventually the store went out of business, which is actually a sad thing, but a good thing. There were still fur coats, but my father wasn't making. No, he worked for Bird Irons actually. But anyway, I mean, the fur industry was dying. And so that was a good thing because the fur industry was ending. But the store that was there for like 30 years went out of business because of that. But anyway, so I'm just saying that I experienced our rabbit's feet were actually lucky, like people, not for the rabbit. Listen, I believe if I feel like this pen is the luckiest pen in the world, and every thing I write with this pen just comes true, and I could just write one magical statement after the other, like I am receiving $1 million today, and I am having the best day of my life. Anything I write with this pen, it comes true. It's my magical manifestation pen. And if I believe that, then that's exactly what this is. My magical manifestation pen. Now, if you believe a rabbit's foot is going to bring you luck, and not only that, but it's like a collective. It was like a collective thought for a long time. Yes, exactly, Kimmy. It's your intentions. Exactly. And so it was like a personal belief, obviously, of your aunt, but also it was a collective belief for many, I don't know how many years. I don't know the history of even where, who started that or where that came from. I don't really want to know. But so that would be even additional energy. So not just the person that gave it to you, but the years of the energy of other people that used to believe the same thing. But as Kimmy is saying, it's just intention. And as I'm talking about this pen, I know I am tuning up this pen. This is my my magical manifestation pen now because I just said so. I just hope that the rabbit was unalived from natural causes and not wanting them to sever its foot. Well, they surely didn't sever the foot while it was alive. So you can be sure of that. And you know what? You can just thank the rabbit. You didn't kill it, Maiden. you know, you didn't take the life. And it was a gift. And so you can just thank the soul of the rabbit. That's what I would do. Hi Heather, how are you? What would you do, Kimmy? I'll be right back. I never got what I went up to get. Plus, maybe I never got out. I don't remember. I don't think I ever left. All right, I hear it. I hear it. All right, I think I'm potatoes. Nice. All right. I smell potato. Are they going to be ready in 2 hours? They're still not ready. No, they're actually not quite ready. All right. Back up. Okay, Google. Hey, Google. Set timer. 15 minutes. Called potatoes. All right. I love you. I love you. Alrighty. All right. So my potatoes need a little bit longer to cook. And I'm boiling some more water, make my tea hot again. Kimmy says, if you feel that bad about it, maybe bury it. Oh, wow. Wow. What an interesting suggestion. In the earth. It makes sense. You sure it's a real one, right? Do they even make those anymore? I have a feeling I'm going to be sorry. I just typed that in. I wrote, "Can you buy a real rabbit's foot?" Oh, apparently you can. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you definitely can. Yep. But you know what? There's also a very good chance that somebody ate the rabbit. You know what I mean? They didn't just kill it for its feet. Yeah, I can feel the bones. Yeah, it's nice. But think about that though. They probably maybe maybe however it is. Um, I would definitely thank the soul of the animal. But I also think that they probably sold the meat and and the foot and the fur and so I'm sure all of it was utilized. But Kimmy has a great suggestion. If you feel that badly about it, bury it. My suggestion is to thank their spirit and ask them to bring you luck with it. You know what? It came into your life for a reason. But again, it's all about how you feel. If you're carrying this thing around and you're like, oh, I don't like this thing, I wish I wasn't carrying it, then it's not good luck. But if you're like, this is my magical manifestation rabbit's foot. Yeah. So Linda says, hello, see, much love. Hi, Linda. You're just absolutely the best. Linda, did you do your shopping and get your pizza? That's what you were saying you were going to do after the reading. Chantel says, hi there. Any relationship readings for me? Hello, Chantel. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here. So I do have readings available. Okay, so I will read to you what we do have available today, and then I'll probably do some uh, Hi, Kaz. Glad you're there too. Hello, hello. And listen, if you guys in discovering the unfoldment of trance, my awesome soul sister Debbie's group, um, where I'm an admin and she allows me to share my work as well. I appreciate that. But if you want PayPal, I will do that right now. If you want me to see your comments, please click on the video. And then the chat will be moving next to you. So if it's just the comments under the video, I can't see it. But if you click on the video itself, there'll be a moving chat to the right hand side on Facebook. And then you can just type and I'll be able to see it and I can pull it up on the screen just like this. All right. Do you have have you been to Trader Joe's? Do they have those in Florida? I've always wanted to go. Yes, I believe we do. No, there's not one near here, and I've never been to one. But I don't they exist? Maybe I'm thinking of Kroger's. I swear. I can maybe I don't know if they exist or not. If they do, it's probably in Orlando. Um, Interesting. I don't know. I mean, no, but anyway, that was my answer. But we do. I mean, what we have in Orlando, we have Whole Foods, we have Fresh Market. Here in town, we just have like Publix, Winn-Dixie, Aldi, thank God, Walmart, Winn-Dixie. Those are the stores we have here. But I wouldn't trade it for the convenience of having every store in the whole world at my doorstep. That would mean I'm in a city or a really busy. Ah, Linda says yes. Old Chicago. Ooh, old Chicago pizza and with mushrooms, onions, and Wisconsin cheese. My hardest thing to give up for vegan went shopping too. I hear you. I hear you. I don't. I buy vegan cheese and I prefer vegan cheese now, but when I get my pizza, sometimes I'll get a gluten-free vegan cheese pizza, but it's not my favorite and it costs like $30 for a pie like that big, and then I'm still starving. So I can pay like $10 less and get a real pizza that I like better. But it is good though. It is good. And take your time. You're doing great, Linda. You're doing great. That's what Spirit's always reminding me. I swear the last 2 days keep reminding me of what you reminding me of. That's okay. I've been doing that, and that's all right. Because as soon as I quiet my mind, like earlier, we were talking about like that guy showed up saying I look like Blossom, which whatever. But anyway, I couldn't think of the actress's name, and it came to me while I was sending you healing at the end, actually. But it just wasn't a pertinent time to talk about it. But it was Mayim Bialik. I remembered that it was Mayim Bialik, is that it was that actress. So if I'm meant to talk about that other thing I was just saying, I'll remember that too. Aiden says, I love how certain states have their own grocery stores. Florida with Publix and Texas with HEB. Yeah, I've heard good things about HEB. Never been. I love Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. I don't love their prices, but I love Publix. So I try, but it does not taste right for me yet. For me, working on it like a turtle. Remember? Yeah, exactly. Like a turtle. That's exactly right. That's exactly it. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Every step every choice is an individual choice. So that's why I don't use labels like vegan or vegetarian or, you know, I don't want a freaking label where I can pressure myself with it, or maybe I state it on camera or something, and then the whole world thinks that and then one day I decide to eat cheese, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's eating cheese." So, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't listen. I don't care what people think, but I don't want the pressure. I don't want to give it to myself, and I don't want to feel it from other people. I'm questioning myself as to my reasoning there. I'm getting spirit chills. Thank you. It's definitely because I don't want the label. Unless a label is serving me, like when I started calling myself a medium, before I believed I was a medium, I created that reality for myself. You see what I mean? So I feel like my thoughts are a little disjointed tonight, but they were earlier too, which just means that spirit's here and they're flowing. So they'll just take over. That pizza sounds so good. And you know what? We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. Linda says, yes, I agree, but it is a label label world trying to navigate through that. I agree. I do agree. But you know what? Okay, so I identified with labels all my life because I kept wanting to be this or wanting not to be that or that, whatever it was. There was so many labels or to be included because I cared about being included or not included in something. Energy's moving. Now I don't care about any of that because I know I am so much. Hi, Shayna. Hello. Hello, Skylar. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I just know I am so much more than a label, and that I feel for me. This is for me, guys. If they, slap a label on your head if you want it, and live that and enjoy it. That's totally cool. I mean, like I said, there's labels that will get you more of what you really want. You know, if you want to be a great channeler or whatever, you can say I'm a channeler and call that into being. You know, But to say I'm a vegan, I prefer personally to say I eat a predominantly plant-based diet. That is 100% my truth. There's no label in that. It's just exactly my truth. I eat a predominantly plant-based diet. No pressure in that. If I feel like eating cheese, I eat cheese. I could also say I eat a predominantly gluten-free diet. But if I feel like eating sourdough bread or pizza, and I do. You know, there are some things. She goes, Sandbox playing tonight, my sweet. Oh, I love it. Heather says, hug, Shayna. You guys are the best. All right, let me get that PayPal link pinned as Kimmy is the greatest. Didn't I do that already? I did, didn't I? Maybe I need sleep. I don't know, but we'll get there later. Right now we're here. Okay, if anybody donates for a reading tonight, when you donate for your reading tonight, uh, if you would like to donate, you would like to receive. If you would like to receive the full moon energy clearing and reading this evening, the PayPal link is in the description above and in the comments below. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description below. There we go. I'm feeling my Pisces moon a lot. That's where I've really been the last couple of days. Really, really flowing with the Pisces energy from the conjunction and stuff. And anyway, whoever donates next will be next. And Shayna says, I agree, Chantel, me too. Chantel says, I love everything with potatoes, fries, mashed, baked, etc. I love that. I'm a potato fan too. I haven't really been eating that many lately. Um, I, honestly, I think it's out of like because I wasn't in the mood to cook them. I wasn't in the mood to. It's so simple. It's so simple. In my mind, sometimes I think, oh, I've got to wash a potato and cook it. Oh, that's so long, because I really do like quick gratification with food. Like when I like that ramen that I've been making in 5 minutes, I've made like a 5-part ramen thing. Got the fried tofu and the ramen noodles and the soup stuff and the seaweed and then are you kidding? That's great stuff. And it's just so fast and it feels like it's really cool and it tastes like abundance. Although these potatoes tonight are going to be amazing. And then, of course, I watch Kimmy, with her amazing cooking, which is so natural to her. You know, it's funny, something is really natural to someone when you're like, you ask them a question about it and they just explain it as if you would understand everything they just said. But if you haven't oh my God, almost like a stir fry. Yeah, you know what? Without the soup, if I did it in the thing with the sauce in the wok, it would totally be a stir fry. I even have bok choy in my fridge. I just didn't feel like cooking it. Although Kimmy told me how to do that. Kimmy Siegel is an amazing cook, guys. Anyway, she told me to saute the bok choy with onion and ginger, which I also have, and fresh garlic. And OMG, when I do that, forget about it. It's so good with celery, but it takes a little bit of time, and I have to be in the mood. If it doesn't feel like fun, then it's not. Then I'm not cooking with love. I want all my cooking to be with love. And if I love a 3-minute meal and I don't feel like I'm in love with making a 20-minute prep thing then I don't. I just do what I'm drawn to do. But I know when I cook for myself and I make myself a meal that took me longer, I have so much soul satisfaction that I really love me. I did that for me, you know? It makes me feel so good that I took the time to cook just for myself, and prepare. And I always thank the cook and spirit, though, or the chef and the inspirers. Hello, Trixie. Linda says yams cut up, oil, salt, pepper, oven 350, 20 minutes. Yummy. That sounds so good and so easy. I don't have yam right now, but I have white potato. But even after the three potatoes, I don't know if I'm going to eat three. They're small, little, but anyway. And you know what I'm going to put on them? Coconut oil, extra virgin organic coconut oil. I don't use butter. I use this on everything. Sometimes I also use extra virgin olive oil, but I don't have that right now. And this, honestly, this goes with everything. I'm just amazed that I can use it even with my stir fry, and I love that extra little bit of coconut taste. Trixie, please lay down. Thank you, dear. I adore you. You're a good girl. Just chill out. Want to pick a card? Like, you want to pick a card? Yes. Which one is it? Well, show me. Pick a card. This is for the reading tonight. What are you pointing to? She pointed to this one, right? I hope that was the one. Okay, and this says number 41, Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Is that your message, Trixie? Is that your message, you pretty girl? Look at that. She's like, what? Let me see the card. That's the card you picked. Is that a good card? She goes, I wasn't ready to be on camera. I didn't ask if she was camera ready. I swear. A bird, so fun. Love it. Aiden says Japanese sweet potatoes are the best sweet potatoes. They are purple instead of orange. I adore. What is the name? What is it called? Is it ubi? What is the name of it? I love Japanese sweet potatoes. I had an ex-roommate that used to make a Filipino dish, a dessert called halo halo. And one of the ingredients in halo halo, which was, oh my God, so good. Crazy good. If you ever have a chance. Seriously. Little coconut jelly cubes and purple yam and oh my God, that was so good. Halo halo. But purple yam, love it. Cottage pie is my absolute favorite with loads of cheese on top. What is cottage pie? I've never had that. Taro or ube? Ube, that's the name I know. Ube. I never heard of the taro, but I've ube. Yes, yes, yes. Ube. I love it. I get taro boba from time to time. Oh, you know what? I've never ever tried that but that must be really good. That must be kind of similar to halo halo because the little jelly things in the boba reminds me of the jelly stuff in the halo halo. My niece, absolutely. My niece is only 24. She's awesome. She loves boba. And I think I've had it. Well, I think I had it once. She goes, Google it. You won't be disappointed. If there's meat in it, I won't do it. But if there is, I can always replace it with vegan meat. So everything can be made now with vegan meat. You know that, right? Yeah, I will definitely check it out, Chantel. Yeah, everything. I mean, if you eat meat, that's fine. But if you don't eat meat, you can still have like any dish you want. I did though at one point recently, a few months ago, eat a lot of it like every day, and that was like my source of protein. That wasn't nourishing my body properly. Minced. Okay, that would be real. So I would have to figure out how to do that with the vegan meat. I don't even have a clue, but it sounds really, really good. Yams have more minerals, vitamins, and then than regular potatoes. I know they do. You're absolutely correct. I don't always like them as well. So I know they're better for me, but sometimes I prefer white potatoes. But you know what? I love that Walmart has like a bag of organic yams just for like a few dollars. I love that. I like paying good prices for organic and vegan food. I really like that. That makes me happy. And I do it a lot. So yeah, and I shop from home. I use either walmart.com or I used to use Instacart. Before that I used Shipped. I saw Kroger delivers. I might give them a shot because everybody usually has a, try it for the first time thing. But I just think it's real meat and sweet potato. Hi, Karen. Glad you're here. I understand. Enjoy, my dear. Enjoy. I ate real meat for most of my life. Yeah. That was like Linda, you were talking about, giving up the cheese. For me, well, none of them feel hard now. I mean, pork was a no-brainer for me. That was, and veal I stopped eating when I was 12 years old. So obviously I've always had that, but I kept eating meat because I didn't fully get it. Because somebody when I was 12 years old told me how they kept the animals for the veal, and it was so horrible that I never would touch it again. If I knew the things that I know now about the other types of meats, I would have stopped eating those too. But it would have been very challenging for me because my parents ate meat, you know. And I enjoyed many a good meal with real meat, and I thank all the energy, all the spirits that I ate. But I definitely am leaving a smaller footprint. I read something just the other day. Wait, Hayden says, I'm trying to educate my mom on the negative effect of eating red meat and how it can produce so much iron that gets clogged in the brain, cause Alzheimer's. Her mom had Alzheimer's. I understand. I understand. I understand. Karen's like, hey. But I was reading that something, where was it? It seemed like it was like a reputable mainstream website. I don't remember which one it was, saying that by 2024 they're not going to sell real meat in the United States anymore, or something like that. It was an article and had a lot of contrast around it, so we don't have to talk about it. But I just wanted to share that there's definitely changes happening because of global warming and stuff like that. See, it's interesting because when we're raised now with the internet, we can know anything at any time. When we're raised, hold on, I've got two thoughts I want to tell you. And so people could just choose to be ignorant now, but it's not. But it's like we were raised at a time when we didn't know outside of ourselves. At least I didn't, from my sphere of my family, my school, my friends. What else did I know? I was growing up, right? I didn't have an internet. There wasn't that option. So I didn't know what was going on if it wasn't told to me. It was never suggested in my life that we should stop eating meat, or not something like that. I mean, when my childhood life, my dad was a meat and potatoes guy, and mom used to make him stuff. And so that didn't come up until I was old enough to realize that, and then I've gone back and forth with that over the years, but I don't feel, um, there's nothing in my life controls me anymore. I have no longer out. I have taken back all my power, and that includes me feeling the need to eat meat. And fortunately, I have helped to manifest vegan meat like Beyond Meat and Impossible Burger, and some other. Well, those are the best meats to me. And there's fake chicken and vegan fish and vegan chicken, vegan everything. So I don't have to eat real meat anymore, and I feel personally better about it for myself. My truth doesn't have to be your truth or vice versa. But I'm just saying, for me, that makes me feel better about, you know, all of it, about everything, whatever. And I feel healthier. I definitely feel healthier as a psychic. It's really important. I feel um, to eat a cleaner diet as we awaken. Um, the body is not needing the heaviness anymore and the density that keeps us weighed down. So eating lighter is also helps to stimulate your awakening process, all your gifts to come online. Yeah, she says, "Amen, sister." And Linda says, "Yes, that is the forgiving part of ourselves. Now that we know." Exactly, exactly. And I can still choose if I felt like having a steak tomorrow, which I don't. But if I did, and I could align myself with that choice, I would eat it if I wanted it, and I felt good about it. See, if you eat it and you feel badly about it, that's when it's really bad for you. If you're eating it and you feel good about it, like, I know this is nourishing my body, I need this iron, this is so good for me, then it's nourishing your body. But if you're like, oh, this is so bad for me, I shouldn't have eaten this, what am I doing? There was an animal and now he's dead and I'm eating it. In the meantime, you're like, yeah, if those are your thoughts while you're eating, then you're creating again. It's all about, like Kimmy said earlier, it's all about intention. So if your intention is to have a healthy meal that nourishes your body, then align with that. Abraham Hicks says, eat what you are aligned with or align with what you are eating. Very simple. That is how I live my life now too. So, you know, I remember they told the story. It was about a cookie. A guy, it was like a bodybuilder guy, and he wanted to eat a cookie and he felt so bad and he was torturing himself over eating the cookie. And oh my God, sometimes, I mean, this is a guy that's like eats clean all the time, probably jogged a million miles a day, bodybuilder. And then, but he sometimes had to have a cookie. And Abraham, I mean, this conversation was beautiful. Kimmy says, we have to remember there is no judgment from a source on what we do or do not eat. That's correct. Well said. And over here, Chantel says beef cuts and sweet and sour sauce and meat strips with carrots and stir fry vegetables. Add pineapple to stir fry rice and a little oil, your favorite spice till brown, and then cook with water. And then add the rest on rice. Yes, except that for me, I would use vegan beef, vegan meat, or vegan chicken or something. But that sounds so good. I bet they have an organic sweet and sour sauce. I bet they do. Because I found an organic teriyaki recently that was really good. I think it's called Primal Kitchen organic teriyaki. It was no soy and no sugar. It's funny. I laugh at myself sometimes when I hear myself talking about what I eat and don't eat. It makes me laugh, but I feel way better. I'm much happier. Um, and Heather says, I have respect for some vegan point of view, especially regarding the treatment of animals and the energy that comes from that. Yes. But I got some resolution when I heard from spiritual animal communication that some animals contract to do it. And the issue wasn't so much that their body gets used as a food source, but it's the treatment of them that mattered. I heard that too. I believe I heard it from Cryon. Or maybe it was Bashar, or maybe it was both of them. Abraham also says it. All the channelers, all the spirits that, like Abraham, Bashar, Cryon, they all say the same thing. And basically this, that it's okay. Eating meat is not wrong. There's no right and wrong on planet Earth. But as the earthling side of me and the spirit side of me, for me, is really happy that I'm not eating meat now or pork or any, especially. And the less I eat, the more I communicate with my animal friends. They come to me. I now have an anole. So it's a beautiful green lizard creature, but it's called an anole, Anole. So stunning, beautiful, vibrant green skin, gorgeous, and like blue rimmed eyes. Like the rim is blue. Just an incredible animal. And I hardly saw any of them. And then then in the past couple of weeks, I've seen a lot. And which, considering I had only seen like one or two in my life before, and now I've seen them 5 or 6 times. And one of them lives in front of my apartment. And this morning, there's one on my balcony. I said, "Hi." Oh my God. And I sit and I talk to them, and they sit there and they look at me. And the other day I said to the one, because I was giving my dogs treats, I said, I don't have anything for you in my pouch. I know you eat like crickets and mealworms, and I can't really carry that stuff in my pouch. But if I had something good, I would give it to you. And I swear the anole said, maybe not with the double nod, but it was a look down and, acknowledgement. They come to me now, squirrels and even insects come to me. So I feel like I'm vibrating a kinder energy, a more compassionate energy, you know, I'm in a different place. Yes, I use the organic one. Oh, really? What brand is it? And then Linda says pineapples, any veggie, stir fry, teriyaki sauce, brown rice. Linda, I am so going to buy that stuff tomorrow. I want that. Or maybe even the sweet and sour sauce with the pineapples. Oh my God, sweet and sour with pineapple and rice and veggies. I'm so in. Oh my God, I'm going to have that. Yay, I love you guys. Aiden says, I got into an argument with my dad and mom yesterday while dad had a few more drinks about the cons of meat. And then my dad said that you can't get protein elsewhere. He was very dismissive. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand, Aiden, and he has to be open to understand. Otherwise, he won't. And if you try to push him into understanding, it'll just make him more resistant. As Abraham Hicks says, what we resist persists. So I invite you. Oh, look at you. He said, and then I started crying due to not feeling listened to. And then I realized it's probably the full moon. That too. You're brilliant. I love you. Linda says, hello, Trixie. Oh my goodness. They are having so much fun, the dogs and cats today with the, oh my God. After your beautiful gifts, Linda, from this morning, which are right there, they love them. Their bark box came too. So cats got the box and lots more treats. The dogs got more toys, and then they have got treats in the cabinet now, which is wonderful because I needed some more treats. And lots of toys today. Paws is exhausted. He's out cold right now. He said, I played so much today. I'm gotta sleep now. I'm exhausted. Look at him. I'll show you. Hold on. He's like, I'm so tired. Hold on. There he is. Look at that boy. He's like, there you are, Paws. Say hello. He's like, oh, mommy, I stretchy nice. I stretchy. Ooh. He's happy. And Chantel says, I tried gaining some weight, but can eat everything, goes to stomach and poof, disappear again. That's amazing. There's a lot of, I understand that can also be, you know, a challenge too but I grew up just the opposite. You know what I mean? But you know what though? The fact that you believe that you know that you're saying, well, that's my reality. I tried gaining weight, but I can't because it just disappears. That you won't be able to gain weight because of that. That's like people that say the opposite. Like you might have heard people like use an expression like, oh, if I walk by a bakery, I whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then it's actually a truth for them. Just being healthy. It doesn't matter what you weigh. It doesn't matter what you look like. It matters if you're healthy and you take care of yourself. Body, mind, and soul. Like the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost in Christianity. It's your body, mind, and your soul. It's a spirit complex. It's all that you are. That's what it really is. What was externalized in religion is actually just all you. Heather says, I'm personally not a big red meat eater myself, maybe once in a while. Yeah, it wasn't that hard for me to give up either, although I liked hamburgers. But that was chicken for me was a biggie. Fish I still eat once in a while, and once I had chicken on my birthday, so I might eat it a couple of times a year. Maybe not. Maybe that was then. This is now. I don't know if I'd eat it again. But that was the one that even when I was a vegetarian for 2 years in my 20s, married to my second husband, who kind of forced me to be a vegetarian or lactovarian because he ate cheese and eggs. So, I look at myself and I'm like, wow, you had to do everything he did. That would be beyond a red flag. I would have noticed all of that stuff before we ever got married. Now, but back then in my 20s, I'm just like, okay, we don't eat meat now. All right. That kind of sucks, but okay. Does the Beyond Meat taste like the real thing? I would say the Impossible Burger, Impossible Meat tastes like the real thing. It even has like a red juice that comes out of it. Like it's almost creepy and it tastes like beef. To me, Impossible tastes like beef. But the Beyond Meat, I really, really like it. It's really meaty. So it's a little different. Smells a little bit like Alpo, honestly. But when it's raw, but then you cook it, and I just think it's freaking great. I love it. I know Linda was saying she doesn't love it. I love Beyond Meat. I love it. I think I like it sometimes more than Impossible. Um, Now there are also burgers. Like I noticed that for sometimes people they don't even want a burger that feels or tastes like real meat anymore. I can see myself getting to that point. I'm not there yet. But anyway, just because the mind, Alpo, yeah, that's it. It smells. It does. Oh, you've had it. It does. It smells like Alpo, but it tastes great. I wonder if you fried up Alpo. Nah, just kidding. See, did you get your other box? Let me go outside and look. Hang on a minute. Not that I know of, but wait, I would have said something. Hold on. Let me look. Linda, if you didn't ask about the box, I wouldn't have any dinner tonight. I completely forgot that I had the potatoes cooking and I didn't hear the alarm. Anyway, it's not there yet. It'll be here. It'll be, if they said it'll be here, it'll be here. And Chantel says the season's so wacky, 4 seasons in one day in South Africa and by you. You know, it's true. It's been very, very unusual, the weather. So you're in South Africa? That's really cool. I've always wanted to go to Africa. Um, um, Congratulations, Aiden. Just realized I'm at 95 subscribers. I'm so grateful. And that, look at the card. It's the only, look at that. I put all the decks out like that. And the card was just right side up. And it's for you. It's celebration. Acknowledge your victories. So good for you. That's a weird expression. They're saying good on you for acknowledging your victories. Good for you. Excellent. Kimmy says, make some black bean burgers from scratch. Oh my God, I've never made a burger from scratch. I would so do that. What's new with the full moon? Hello, Aileen. Hello, hello, hello. So we have a full moon in Libra. It's also called a pink moon. I am not a moon expert. So if anyone has any more information about the moon and the effects, actually, I was watching Wonder Girl Astrology right before I came on live today, but I didn't catch too much of it. She was I'm gonna watch more of it later. What I am doing though is it is obviously a very emotional time. We have the Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, as well as the full moon. So within Libra, so there's a lot of stuff going on, and so I am doing the psychic readings tonight for $25. Energy clearing and healing for $33.33, and then the full moon special, which is a mini reading to let you know what it is that you're ready to clear. That's because this is a time of clearing. When there's a full moon, it's time to clear stuff. All right. So if you're ready for that, that's the reading where Spirit tells you what it is that you're going to clear, and then we clear it for you. We clear it for you, and then send healing if need be. And that is on special tonight for just $44.44. So the PayPal link is in the comments. And then also in the description above on Facebook and on the description below on YouTube. So also my Cashapp link as well. So if you guys are interested, black bean burgers sounds so good. Don't forget the water chestnuts if you like them. Oh my God, water chestnuts. So Heather says, I usually try to steer clear of some of the heavier debates between those who choose to eat meat and those who don't. It can get pretty heated. However, I'm not scared to share my point of view. I personally could never kill an animal myself for food and would probably become an overnight vegetarian if that became necessary. Yeah, I could totally understand that. Yep. That's exactly where I was. I really understand that. That's exactly where I was for a time. Yeah. A long time actually. But you know what I made today that was extra good? Fried tofu. I fried it in extra virgin coconut oil. I just took a slice of extra firm tofu, a couple of slices actually, because I like my food. And I fried it. I fried it in extra firm tofu and made it nice and crispy. My God, that was good. And oh wait, and that's where I added the pink salt, the extra pink salt, and some garlic powder. God. And then I put one of those pieces in my ramen soup, which was amazing. In fact, it tasted a bit like wonton soup. You know, when there's like pork and wonton soup, that's what Spirit showed me, that I could take that fried tofu and just, the way it was seasoned, or maybe even a little more seasoning if I really wanted to taste anything more like that. But anyway, it tasted kind of meaty with the texture I gave it when I fried it, with the seasoning and in the soup. And then if I added some like scallions, right? And I had noodles, the ramen, which is really good and organic. But I could have even put in like vegan vegetable dumplings or something. So I could literally have like wonton soup, with the tofu instead of the pork, and the vegan dumplings instead of the pork dumplings. It's really amazing what you can create. And Heather says, I like water chestnuts, especially as stir fry. It's usually a Chinese takeout that I have on occasion. Yeah, I like them. I've not made them at home. I've eaten them once or twice. I would like that in my stir fry. I think I would. Not my favorite, but I like them. They're crunchy. Stir fry. In stir fry. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, all this talk is about food is making me so hungry. If anybody donates for a reading or an energy clearing, let me know. In the meantime, let's just pull some cards. Um, although the conversation's super fun. If anybody has a question for Spirit, sent you a cool post on Instagram about info on the full moon. Oh, let's do that. Let's find out. That's my social media manager, Aiden Davis. Okay, Instagram. Hang on, let's pull it up. Uh-huh. Full moon. Tie up loose ends. The fog is lifting. We are being present with deeper clarity. It's time to get real. Let us now face the truth. Secrets can be revealed. This is from Aliona Angelica. It says, go deep in your heart, remove the outer negative influences, release 3D conditioning, connect to your intuition, take responsibility for your energy, place your fears aside, and do the right thing. It's kind of general, but it's all good. It's time for you to renew that relationship, the relationship vows you have subconsciously made to yourself. I honor that. I feel that. Observe your energy and find where it is or there is an imbalance. That's exactly what we're doing because the Libra, the scales. Okay, all right, I'm feeling her here. And is a powerful time to plan the steps that you can take to change your story. This is a good one. I like it now. Bring peace, love, balance, and back into your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Aiden. That was excellent. They said it was delivered to my mailbox. Okay, then I actually have to go downstairs because the other box, the boxes get delivered to the front door. The mailbox, I have to walk downstairs. So that's going to have to wait because I have to go down the flights of stairs. But tomorrow in the daylight, I will gladly do it. I'm really excited. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The gifts are all amazing. Oh my God. You are so dear. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I swear all I keep thinking about is the freaking potatoes now. That's not totally true. It's not all I'm thinking about, but I'm definitely thinking about them. All right, let's do a collective read. I think I may go sooner rather than later tonight because I'm hungry. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. That's what this is all about. That's the full moon, guys. Clear out the clutter. That's what the meme was just saying that I was reading to you. That's what this is all about. Clear out the clutter. Same messages we were getting earlier today. If you haven't seen my earlier video from this afternoon at 3:00, I recommend it. Clear out the clutter. And this card right here. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Mhm. They're saying put up your shields of love. Where you're lovingly spirit. Please clear that up. I don't understand. I'm just going to get out of the way. It is necessary to establish boundaries for yourself and others. Gives you a clarity of mind. If you have an understanding of what your relationship is and is not, then you can move forward with that relationship feeling free, not wondering, is this a friendship? Is this more than a friendship? There's boundary. It's interesting that Spirit's talking about it like this. So it's obviously coming up for somebody. Hold on. They're saying boundaries is more than what most people think. It's knowing where your energy ends and somebody else's begins, where where your intentions, honoring your intentions. They're saying where your intentions begin and end, because a lot of times, especially people with like Pisces strongly placed in their chart, it's easy to wind up flowing into somebody else's life, into their likes, into what they like to do. Like I with my ex-husband when I became a vegetarian, when I did not want to be one at the time. I absolutely didn't want to be one at the time. But I was for 2 years. That was, well, it was an abusive situation too. But even still, I mean, obviously, I had no boundaries or I wouldn't have been there at all. I wouldn't have stayed. So, the demands of the food was like the least of my concerns at the time. Um, and honestly, the inner me, never did want to eat meat. I just didn't know any other way. I got vacuumed out. Ah, I love that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Random question. When do you think aliens will reveal themselves on Earth to the general public and collectively raise the vibration on Earth? I feel 2026 is a promising year. What a great question. So, Bashar talks about this. Bashar is channeled by Daryl Anka. Now, first of all, like aliens, ETs, multidimensional beings, our soul family, our galactic soul family, it's funny because sometimes people will say, well, why don't they just land on the White House lawn and say, hey, we're here? And if you just look at the behavior of humans, the way they treat other humans and lock them up, um, and investigate them and dissect them and kill them, and it wouldn't go well. It wouldn't go well because the people aren't ready for them yet. Humans are still at war with each other. So until, it has to be once humans stop killing each other, where they can be open minded. Um, but disclosure is happening. It's becoming more and more integrated into the mainstream of society. You're seeing it more in movies. You're seeing it more in books. You're feeling it more. People are becoming aware of it more. They're saying ufology is taking on a life of its own. Then, of course, there's all the truth out there that's come out from the government that they've disclosed, all the truth about all the files that were hidden for years that are now public, all about, let's see what the card comes up. It says life is speeding up. Life is speeding up. Yeah, definitely. And so what is that number? Number 2. So it will happen. It's 2026. I can't remember what it was that Bashar said. Let me see if I get a particular hit on a number. It's going to be subtle. They're saying it's slow going. I'm billing between 2025 and 2035. There'll be full disclosure, meaning that people will understand. Heather says some have already been here and involved behind the scenes, so to speak. Not all of the positive alignment, though. Yeah, I understand. I'm not sure that we are. I don't know if exactly we're on the same track here, but I believe both. So there you go. I believe both things are true. Also, there's conspiracy theories about you know other things too, but I don't feel comfortable because if I perpetuate something that I don't want to be, then I'm going to create more of it. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop whatever that thought was that I thought about sharing. I don't feel drawn to share it. And they're saying this instinct, trust your own intuition, trust your intuition. Honestly, to me, it's not that much of a concern when the rest of humanity comes to believe it, that they exist. I believe it. Would I like to meet them? Yes. And I feel that the more I was talking about this the other day, the more that I am desensitized, like I'm friends with lizards and squirrels, and that's not an alien, but it's different. They're different. It's different. And as a human, we can be shocked or surprised. Like those of us who haven't seen spirit since we were children, they usually don't pop in right next to you to give you a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? They do it gently, gradually, like they've been doing with me. At least that's how they do it with me. Maybe for some people they pop in quickly because that's your path. But for me, it's happening very gradually. And oh look, the rebirth card, which was on the bottom of another deck. I love this. This is it right here. Spring equinox, rebirth. This is the Easter bunny. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. We're definitely in a time of rebirth. And there will come a time, and a lot of people I know actually channel the galactics. You know, some people I know, some people I don't know. I love Wendy Kennedy channeling the P's. I love Daryl Anka. I love Bashar channeled by Daryl Anka. And they are specifically galactics. The P's are Pleiadians, and Bashar is Asasani. All of these things I rolled my eyes about at one point. Okay, all of these things I thought, what? But Trixie, really, honey, Trixie? Oh, your ear is beautiful. That is a beautiful ear. That is truly a magnificent ear. She's about to lay down. You can lay down on the cards now. You happy? Yeah. She goes, my ear is camera ready. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, look at the card. I just separated the deck, but right here, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? I know a lot of us feel like we want our cosmic or galactic, I probably prefer that, galactic family to show up so we don't feel so alone or so different, or like for validation for like personal reasons. But it'll happen when it's ready, and just knowing. Yeah, like Heather said, some of them are definitely here, yes, but there's also those that are not physically here, but they're here with us, focused here with us every day, you know, or when we connect to them and choose, because Trixie, stop it. Um, Telepathy is really the language, of choice, and and the galaxy and the universe. So we as humans are a little behind there, as we've muted our natural instincts. But here we are now in the grand awakening, and it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Everybody's opening up, and it's even becoming more mainstream. I have a feeling it's gonna, in some ways, it's actually gonna just become more like mainstream and very common, and it's not gonna be a big thing at all. Just like the internet now is just so normal, and when I was young, that didn't exist, and being able to talk with people from all over the world every single day, any minute of the day, that would be like, I was grateful that I had a pen pal. When I was in second grade, we set up balloons because now we wouldn't, not to ever do that. But at the time, we were kids and we filled helium balloons with notes in them, our whole class, and they all floated away. And then only three of us out of a whole class got a response. And somebody in a neighbor in the neighborhood that got the balloon with the note wrote back, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So that was the internet in when I was in second grade in this mid 70s, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, I'm like really warm. I don't know why. I'm like, the spirit. I'm schwitzing. All right, guys. All right, I'll stay. I'm going to stay for a few more minutes. And who wants a card? Again, I am offering readings. I know I'm not talking about that, but I know most of you that are here with me right now were here with me earlier too, and I'm just so glad you're here. I love you guys. I am going to do something, but before I announce anything, I have to get a solid. But I really appreciate. That's what I want to say. I really appreciate all of you being here. Whenever I go live, I really appreciate your time and your energy and your love and your support of my work. Yeah, more than words can say, really, more than mere words can express. I hope my energy, I hope that I'm communicating to you how grateful I am that you're here all the time. Yep. All right. All right, we're gonna do some quick pull of cards. I don't know how. I don't. I always say that I can't do quick readings, but yes, I can. Haha, I know what to do. Here, watch this. Not because I don't want to do longer ones, but because I feel like I have a certain amount of energy right now. Because I've never gone live twice in a day to do readings, by the way. This is my first time. I felt really drawn because of this energy, and I felt I want to make myself available for people in case they need a clearing or whatever it is. I want to make myself available. And tonight is the full moon, you know. So, all right, somebody say me. Just say me. Everybody say me, and everybody who wants a card say me, and everybody's going to get one card. I'm testing myself for this too because I can do this unless nobody wants a card. Okay, there we go. Heather, this is your card. Finding sanctuary, opening up, opening to your spiritual source. They're talking about opening your gifts. They say you're doing a fine job. They're saying you're doing a fine job of it. Let's see what else they want to say. Your gifts are opening exponentially. You're doing a fine job. Keep up the good work. We are here to assist you at all times. Cool. Channeled card reading. Next, Christina. First light. Beginning a new cycle. Illuminate the world with your radiant light. Allow yourself to shine beyond the beyond. This is your time here and now. This new moon will bring you bliss. Create a list of all that you want to manifest. And focus on your appreciation of those things throughout the month. And by the next full moon, you will see you will have manifested much of what is on that list. That's cool. Next, uncovering treasure. Linda, beneath the surface lies great bounty. That is the surface of your soul. That is you. You are the great bounty. You are this beautiful divine energy. Look at that color. That whole white light in the middle with the jewels. That's you. That's you, the real you. And that's what you're doing right now. You are uncovering your treasure, uncovering the treasure that is you. Next, Aiden learns tarot. Stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. Absolutely, Aiden. You have so got this. You have so got this. You've got the confidence, you've got the charisma, you're bold. Uh, you speak your mind and you're not afraid to be vulnerable, and you're at the same time, you're totally authentic. And you got this. That your strength comes from a place of authenticity, not a place of physical power. It's a place of authenticity. And you're just like they're saying you've got it all. You've got it all. And it's not overpowering or power over, it's empowerment. You are an empowered being, and you are empowering others by showing them you yourself, all of yourself, when you are live and you're doing your work and you're allowing yourself to create everything that you want to create without limiting yourself in any way. And it's a beautiful thing. Jody Franks, thank you everybody, by the way. Jody Franks. Next, choosing your path. All is possible. You're living a limitless life, Jody. Limitless. There is no end. It is infinite how much bliss and blessings are available to you at every given moment. They're saying your time is now. Your time is now. Your time is now. So choose the path that excites you the most in this now moment, that resonates with you the most in each now moment, and go that way. Go in that direction. If it feels great, really exciting, like, oh my God, I want to do that. Go that way, because that's your path. If that changes or deviates, that's all right. That's all right. But right now, choose your path and move forward, because all things are possible. So choose your greatest excitement. Kimmy Siegel, watching clouds. lie back, rest, and relax. That's you, Kimmy. You're outside. You're outside with the beautiful sunshine and the trees and the nature. That's what you're doing. You've been honoring yourself recently, being spending more time outside in nature. This is a validation and a confirmation to keep up the good work. That's exactly what you need. I love it. Heather's like, yep. And says, I always wonder what gifts I have. We can tune in for that. Not this very moment, but we'll definitely do that. Though I I am interested in working with you on helping you develop your gifts if you're interested. I would love to do that. I can tune in and tell you what your strongest clairs are, but you can develop all your clairs, and I'd be happy to help you because I know you've got it, what it takes. And Linda says, "Oh, I thought maybe I would need a shovel to go treasure hunting." Thank you for the lovely card, and that you pulled in the nice message. You are so welcome. You guys are so awesome. Kimmy says, "Yes, awesome." All right, now I'm gonna go eat my potatoes that are a little extra crispy. Happy Easter. Gotta go. Love you so much. I will unbox the other one tomorrow, Linda, when I take it out of the mailbox. Thank you so much for your beautiful gifts. Thank you all for being here. You are all a gift to me, and I love and appreciate you. And I will probably see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you because you're busy, then please have a happy Easter, happy Passover, happy Sunday, happy April 17th, 2022. I love you guys. Peace. Definitely.